Well, this is the story of the three beepers, and here we are inside the car. And the first one is this little guy here. Which I salvaged from my old PC. It's an alarm, and it just sets off an alarm, runs off I think about 5 volts. So to run off a 12 volts off the car, I just stuck a 470 ohm resistor in series. And I hooked it up to my turn indicator. The relay, which is just on the side panel, just to the left side of the dash. So when I'm turning left, the car is on at the moment, so when I'm turning left, you can see that the indicator is turning and it's beeping. And when I turn to the right, it's also beeping, turning to the right, and when I put it off, we're back to normal. So that's number one. So of the three beepers, we got a second beeper. Which is an old smoke alarm, runs off of 9 volts. People get rid of them because they're tired of buying 9 volt batteries, and the new ones run off 120 volts. So the one I got for the front of the car, I just hooked up in parallel with the horn. It's a solid tone, and when you press the horn, runs like that. So that's number 2, and number 3 is save the best for last. It's an intermittent smoke alarm detector. Also runs off of 9 volts. And I hooked it up to the back tail light. And both these alarms, by the way, you have to reduce the voltage to 9 volts from the car 12 volts. I use a regulator, 7909 regulator, but I guess you could use a series resistor, same thing. So getting back to the one at the back, I hooked it up to the rear view light. So when I'm put the car in reverse, right now it's in park. So when I put it into reverse, we could hear the beeper. So that's the story. Let me put this thing back into park. So that's the story of the three beepers. So to recap, number 1, the turn indicator reminder is to remind you to turn the turn indicator off after you make a turn. Some indicators cancel after you make a turn, and some do not, and some are intermittent. I've often seen cars on the highway with their turn indicator on, and they're still going straight. Number 2, by connecting another beeper in parallel with your horn, you get a louder horn. Number 3, when you're backing up, this alerts people that the car is backing up. Some delivery trucks have a similar arrangement, but this is for the car. That's it for now.